Welcome to Finestrat. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me, and today I'm at the old town of Finestrat. There is a new town of Finestrat down on the coast which has got a big shopping centre and beaches, but this is the old town and it sits nestled up under Puig Campana mountain, and it's been a few years since I've been here, and I must admit I got a bit turned around today because the car park that I used to park in I couldn't get into, so I've had to park somewhere else and then try and work out where to get to where I want to in the town. Right, I found my way to the church. Now there is actually a nice view from the other side, but I can't shoot it because it's shooting directly towards the sun, which is still pretty high. Plus there's this big cement truck right in front of it, which looks horrible. But there might be a view from this side that's worth doing, so we'll have a shot. I think we're going to want to go vertical. I know I'm going to have to correct some verticals in this a little bit to make it look right, so I'm going to shoot probably at 11mm just to make it nice and wide. There's quite a nice sky behind it. Get it level. F11 1/320th of a second, ISO 100. Quite like this palm tree, date palm tree, surrounding this dark door with, and there's another pot there with plants growing across in front of the door and a little window off to the side. So I think we'll compose that just as a horizontal shot. So just put in the palm tree on the right of the frame, the window on the left, little bit of room to correct the verticals, and the door pretty much in the middle. I'm going to bump the ISO up, I think, because my exposure time's a bit too slow. Bring it up to about 40th of a second. So they do music in the park here, which is kind of a new part of the old town. And there's a piece of art here, which is a hand holding a conductor's baton. So I think there's probably quite a nice shot to be had there. Got a nice sky up above, some nice side lighting. Okay, so a nice simple shot, nice bit of sky up above. So I said that this place was at the base of Puig Campana mountain, and where I am now I've got a really nice view of that mountain, and I think there's a shot to do here. It's quite awkward to get the scene the way I want it. So what I really want is this curving section here coming in on the bottom left. And let me just move up a bit so you can see this whole thing then curves around and up to the mountain up there with that a bit further, that really nice cloud pattern. Now the frustrating thing is this structure here. No matter where I want to angle the shot, if I want the mountain in, that's going to have to go in. So I'm going to have to play around with a couple of different options to try and make it look good. I think it's going to be vertical again. Like I say, that structure is a bit of a nuisance. It'd be so much better if I could exclude that completely, but I can't. And it's not as if it's the only structure in the scene. I mean, there's all sorts, but I just find that one a bit annoying because I just can't get the balance right. Sometimes you just have to accept that the perfect composition doesn't exist. So I've started heading back to the car now. One of the things about Finestrat is it's built on a steep hill. So there's lots of steep hills inside the town and steps. I'm quite tired and I parked out of town. But I've just spotted something that, not in keeping with what I've been doing at all, but you kind of sometimes have to just grab a shot when you see it. And it's the way the light is playing across the hills in the distance with some pylons. And normally I avoid pylons, but I think this might look quite nice. So this is definitely going to be telephoto lens. Really want to keep it as simple as possible. Remember that big hand I photographed earlier? Well, here's another one, and this one's in a pool of water, and the sun is just dipping behind the mountains behind it. So if I get down nice and low, I might actually get the sun coming underneath the kind of the curve of the wrist of the hand. One more image that I can't resist, but I don't know if it's going to be any good. There's a lot of obstructions and things in the way that I'll either have to clone out or kind of deal with, but there's this sort of little stream thing in the park with a bridge going over, and then there's Puig Campana mountain in the background with some clouds over the top, and it's reflected in the pool here. As I said, there's some poles and some cables and other things that aren't so nice in there, but we might give it a go. It might be worth having a shot at. Okay, you know what? I think I'm about done for today, and I'm almost back at the car, so I'm actually quite tired. Hopefully I've managed to get a few decent images, and hopefully you've already seen them, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, likes, shares and comments will really appreciated. If you've enjoyed this video and you're new here and you want to see more of my stuff, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go, and as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.